All right. Hold on. Technical stuff. Complicated streamer stuff. You wouldn't understand. Ali, you wouldn't know. Well, you probably would, but you're here. Hey, hello, Ali. Caw. And hello in general to the YouTubes for all the thousands and thousands of people that look forward to watching my stream every week. Welcome. It is Thursday night. The traditional night of streaming. Well, hold on. Why is it cutting out? All right. Last week when I finished my stream and I took my headset off, I don't know if my PC's having issues or if it just I didn't realize how hot it got while I had Valheim running and OBS. But my PC was making a weird noise that only stopped when I stopped playing Valheim. And then ever since then, when I played Valheim, I realized it was getting super warm. So I had to take the side of my case off. Like this wall of heat. It was like opening an oven. And then all of a sudden, it was fine. So maybe I need to get other ventilation. Well, hello there, Madros. And hello, James Baker. And hello, Nick C. Welcome, guys. Madros? You see what I did? Am I making up for all those times that you were left... When you were left scratching your head, wondering where I was, when I was going to be back? Trying. This is 2 weeks in a row. I put a notice in Discord. And now I'm closing Discord. So, I decided no cam this week. This happened before. I had a happy hour at work, and I had like literally 2 drinks, which for me is a lot because I don't drink. And then the happy hour ended at 5. Everyone kind of dissipated, and then I just was like all of a sudden really drowsy. So I laid down and I slept until a little bit before it was time to stream, and I needed to give myself a haircut, but I won't at this point, so I'm more prone to bedhead. So I got up and like half of my head is just looking all disheveled, and I'm like, I don't need to go on camp today. I'm just gonna keep it, Besides, you guys should see the beautiful scenery of Valheim. I realized how much of my picture was blocking the beautiful scenery of Valheim the last few weeks. I don't know how you're supposed to see me watch me eat nuts without a cam. I guess I'll just have to get even closer to the microphone, Nick. I have to wait till Joss gets here. I'll get even closer to the microphone. And just be extra open-mouthy aggressive with the nuts. I'll try to... What I'm lacking in visuals, I'll try to make up for in audio presentation. YouTube decided to stupidly disable email notification. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but... And I can't promise I'll always remember, because both times it's just been like, I just happen to remember, like, oh yeah, I should, while the trailer's going, I should post on Discord, because that's what Pedro says. He may not know if I'm streaming otherwise. Wait, who's James Baker? Who's James? What are you talking about, Ali? James has been here since the very beginning. From the olden days. Pretty sure James has been hanging out here as long as you have, Ali. Maybe even longer. James has been here since the early days of the Game Loader channel. Just like, actually pretty much just like everybody who's in here right now. James and Bedros both with famous histories of deep lurks. Although James, I've got to say, now Medros, you've always been present and you participate in chat, but sometimes you deep lurk. Everyone does some deep lurking because you're playing games and stuff. But James Baker was one of those people that I wouldn't have seen him for a month, and I'd happen to mention his name. He'd be like, "I'm here." It was this time of year 20. Okay, yeah. So that was pretty much right when my channel first started getting subscribers. So, it was December and January. of December of 2015 and January 2016 is basically when I think I got the majority of my subscribers. Well, the ones who stuck around showed up around then. Are there any sponsors that don't have the lizard icon? I think I'm curious now. I can probably see. Well, I'm sure I can see. Where? Oh, look here. Memberships. I can't believe I still have 9 members. That's the same amount of members that I've had since I was still sort of trying to be a YouTuber. Like, I had around 9. At the point, I look at the point where I moved as kind of the end of me trying to figure out if I wanted to try to be a YouTuber, like to build a channel as in some way as a form of income. And when I rebooted after I moved to Oregon, it was very much like, nah, I'm not trying to do that anymore at all. I sort of stopped in 2018. And then I moved at the end of the year. But let me see. I have a list. Where's my list? Okay. Starling, aka Eeriest Owl. He just signed up like a month ago. Let's see. That guy who's makes regular appearances and donations. He's been a member for 17 months, which means he's got the golden G-Lob, but not the golden lizard. Gun Kid is at 11 months. He's just a few weeks away from getting a golden G-Lob, but right now, he's just got the golden dollar bill. And I think everyone else got a lizard. Here, I don't know. Is this inappropriate to read out how long everyone's been doing their thing? So Nick, 41 months. Owly, 27 months. J Maxi, 41 months. Joss, 34 months. Madros, 38 months. And Brad Pritchard, 41 months. So there it is. Those are all the ones that I had not read. So that means, not to make it a competition or anything, or say that the biggest numbers, the people that have been there the longest, are my favorites. Wink. Nick C, J Maxi, and Brad Pritchard, all tied for 41 months. Which I'm guessing 41 months represents the point at which my channel was first capable of doing sponsorships. Unless they all happen to take a month or two off here and there. But yeah, you post an evening, Madros, and then lurk. Yeah. I know that happens. Or it's, I'll know you're here too because something will come up that it'll be a topic that's like a special topic for you, or if your name is mentioned, you'd be like, yeah, I'm here. Like, okay, Madros here. Nick, you give me money monthly just for me to eventually gift you Dead by Daylight? It evens out, right, Nick? That's what... It's 41 months of subscription. So, well, and I've gifted you a couple other things, too. And I do occasionally when things are on sale, if I'm Steam friends with somebody, and it's a game that I know I like playing, that I played on the channel, and if I see it's on sale and I see a friend of mine who's from YouTube who has it on their wish list, I'll give it to him. Although Nick, you did not have Dead by Daylight on your wish list. It was on my wish list for you to have Dead by Daylight, so that's why I bought it for you. Evie, you're in a great mood today. Oh, I'm super happy to hear that. What, did something special happen? Or are you just in a good mood? I mean, it's okay to just be in a good mood, be in a good mood. I'm glad you're in a great mood. Especially after last week. Last week was a little rough with the ice and the driving in the ice incident. So not only did you recover from that moment of the flash of the mortal vulnerability to now having a great mood. And you'll randomly pop in. You only missed a couple days. The first times your debit card info was stolen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, it just seems like 41 days, or if there are 3 people that have 41, that's a pretty big coincidence. Which is why I pretty much thought that must have been when it started. Like, the 3 of you must have just signed on and then just mostly just stayed on. For 3 of you to be at 41. We have gotten to play Dead by Daylight several times. Yeah, wait, I'm trying to think. Nick, did we did play World of Warcraft Classic together once for a couple hours. And I think one or more times we played World of Warcraft separately while talking on Discord. Like, I was playing my game and you were playing your game. But we weren't playing together. You got to work. You finally got to work today after 5 days being off. You only missed 2 actual days of work. The other 3 were scheduled off. And work was really awesome and easy. Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, we're taking, wait, so did you miss 2 days of work because of the weather? And then you had 3 scheduled off? My wife and I are both taking, not this coming week, but the following week off. Because it's her birthday. Well, her birthday's leap year. She's February 29th, which there isn't one. But we are going yurt camping. I don't know if any of you guys heard of yurts. I never heard of a yurt until I met my wife and I was like 30. A yurt is like a permanent tent structure that some campgrounds in Oregon have. And it actually has like heat and electrical outlets. One we stayed in when we lived in Oregon before, like in 2004, we spent a weekend in one for my birthday, the first year that we met. And I think that one even had a little bathroom in it. So this one won't. I was a little bit like, you think we can, because she was the one that sort of wanted to do the yurt thing. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be cold. So we bought all these extra clothes to layer up in, and it sounds like we're gonna have to use we'll not have a bathroom, like a little toilet stall in the yurt. So we'll have to go. That's the thing. Is like at this age, I get up at least once, often only, or usually just once, but depends on the kind of night I'm having or what I drank the night before. I might get up a couple times. And when you got to get up and camping, and it's like 30 degrees, and you get out of a sleeping bag, and then you got to stumble in the dark for like a quarter of a mile to get to a bathroom, it's crazy. You're familiar with yurts? Okay. You couldn't go in because it was icy. That makes sense. That's sort of what I thought. But I'm glad you've had a good day at work too. Yeah, my day at work was pretty good. Yesterday was rough because I got probably, because, sometimes part of my job is to take phone calls when we have situations where things are a little complicated that can't just be work. Because, you call a call center and you talk to the people and you can tell they're kind of like working off of a script. Well, our case has a script. It's a very complicated script with like it's probably one of the most complicated like FAQ scripts ever designed. So Our case has a lot of weird stuff that can come up, a lot of complex rules. But once they get to a point where it's not going to suffice for them to just find like something they can read off of, there's a couple specialist groups that they will be transferred to, and the stuff that deals more with like legally minded stuff goes to my group. So I had a call yesterday that was like, it was so bad I was trembling afterwards. It was just so stressful. It was some dude who was super mad, and he'd sort of calmed down at the end a little bit, but you know, some people, they just don't understand things. Like, so we give payments out, and there was some complication with a payment where, because like sometimes we issue payments where there are two people on an account, and they're supposed to split the check, and I guess the one person ran off and cashed it without, it was like their ex-husband or something, ran out and cashed it without the other one when they weren't supposed to, and the dude's blaming us and coming down on me hard, like just going off, and it was extremely hostile. So pretty crazy. But yeah, that's an example of a day where it's like, after that I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I can if I get another phone call like that later today, I'm probably just gonna walk off the job for the. I wouldn't quit the job, but it would be the kind of thing where it's like, I just probably message my supervisor and just be like, yeah, this day I've just had enough of this day. I gotta go. Or at least I'm turning my damn phone off, because if I don't want to talk to anyone else today. Having a bad juju day on the phone. 3 Yurdy G-Law 2.0. Hey Brad, how you doing, man? Physical location for your job was closed all week. Oh, because the weather. Yeah, I work remotely. It doesn't matter. I was a little jealous of my wife because she works remotely too, but the way that she works is that, like, my computer, I have a laptop that I work from home, and it connects to a company VPN, and we do all of our work through the company VPN. There's like VPNs from different locations all over the country, and I think there's even internationally there's some VPN. So if there ever was a problem connecting to one VPN, you just connect to another one, and no problem. But her thing is like, she actually connects remotely to her actual computer that's in the office where she physically works. So she's doing like a virtual desktop to her computer in her office. And Portland had power outages last week for days. Several portions of Portland, like 200,000 people, were without power for days. And so she just literally couldn't do work. And I was like, oh, that's the best of both worlds. Because I had half of my team, their power was out at their house. So they literally couldn't turn their computers on to work. But it's not like a vacation, because then they're sitting in their dark ass home and like not like, it's not cool if you can't work, but you also can't binge Netflix at the same time, you know? But my wife, the power outage was somewhere else, and then that caused her not to be able to work. So I was jealous. For, I think it was 2 or 3 days where she couldn't work. I was like, oh, you lucky person. Brad, you're jealous, but not for that reason. It was rough at work because G-Law got disbarred for insisting on chewing cashews with his mouth open in court. And hey, Loppies Lucas, what's up, man? Evie, you're out of power for 19 hours. It was really rough. I can't imagine days. I don't think I've ever experienced a power outage that long. I think the longest power outage I've ever experienced has maybe been about 8 hours. And the longest one that I can remember hit in the evening. Like, it hit around 6 or 7 at night, and then it came back on before I woke up in the morning. So, yeah, and that was probably like 10 years ago. Maybe more than 10 years ago now, I'm thinking about it. Anyway, this was a long time ago, but I never... Going almost a whole day, Eevee, that would suck. But yeah, going for 2 to 3 days, no power? Ugh. No, it's not cool. I do know the word is disbarred, but you got confused. Oh my gosh. Hey, Necroptics. How you doing? You were out of power for 5 days? Yikes. 16 days, Madros? Oh my god. I'm trying to think what the hell happened. Was there a hurricane I've forgotten about? What happened to cause power? Was that like a regional issue? Oh, I'm gonna note now that Steam just ratted out Joss as playing a game. He's playing a game and he's not. He hasn't even said hi. Hasn't even come in. And I don't even have a webcam on today, so he doesn't have the excuse to be afraid of watching me eat nuts. Anyways, we'll have to bring this up with Joss later. You're surprised it's not a Little Nightmares 2 stream? You know what? I really enjoyed Little Nightmares 2, but I wouldn't say that it was one of those where I was waiting, like counting down the days to release for it to come out. It's one of those where I'm gonna keep an eye out for it, see if it goes on sale or before October, and then probably play it in October, unless the mood strikes me. Because sometimes that'll happen. There'll be a game that I know I'll enjoy when I'm in the mood for it, and then the mood will hit, and then I'll just be like, well, time to buy that game. But if I do get it, I will be streaming it. Because I thought that was a fun game to stream. You ended up getting Valheim and haven't looked back since? Got your drawer bow yesterday. I don't even think I've got. Which bow do I'll be getting the game in a minute. But yeah, this is my 3rd week streaming it. Well, let me see. I guess I only had it for 2 weekends though. Like this Friday will be, I think, the 3 weeks that I had it. Was it only 2 weeks? Tomorrow is 2 weeks since I bought it. Because I just realized that first stream I did wasn't a Thursday stream. It was a weekend stream. And then I streamed it again last Thursday. And the first time I streamed it, I had just gotten it. But yeah, it's the same thing. I bought this game, I started playing it, and I was in the mood for a survival game, but I kind of thought like I'd start playing it and just, sometimes, at least, well, this happens to me. If I feel like it's something I've already done a million times in other games, I'll play it for a while, and then my mind just be like, all right, well, that's fine. Like, I've had enough. And I might be I've been starting to think about maybe playing other games again, but I literally, every time I think about another game, I'm like, no, but I just want to do that one thing in Valheim. Or there's like, oh, but wait, I wanted to do this. And so I'll play Valheim. And I just haven't touched anything else since. It'll go on sale in October. It might. Where's Nut Eating Cam? I decided no cam today. So you could all see the beauty of Valheim without my face in front of it. And also, the actual reason was I crashed after work and took a nap, like almost until right when my stream started. I'm at a point now where I probably need a haircut. And I woke up and one side of my head was just blasted bedhead. And I was just like, I don't feel like getting all... Because, like, when it's like that, I pretty much probably need to wash it to get it under control. And then it might as well at that point just, like, take a shower and get refreshed, help. I mean, it would have been good. That would wake me back up, but I just wanted to roll out of bed and turn my stream on. I didn't want to make a big to-do. And half the time, there's still part of me that's like, does anyone really give a shit? Like, do they really want to see me anyway? Like... The first year and a half that I was, the first was almost 2 years. 2.5? Was it 2018 when I started using a webcam? Anyway, it's like the first 2.5 years of my streaming, I was just like, nobody needs to see me. I'll just talk to you and play games. And I'm more like a radio personality. You don't need to see that. My selling point is not seeing me. My selling point is I'm talking when we're talking. I'm talking with you. That's it. You don't need to see me. But then I started doing cam, and then, whatever. It's a nice family game like Dark Souls. There we go. The real reason is herpes. Brad, shh. It's from eating all those nuts. You can't stay on one game for long. Today you played Animal Crossing and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Well, you know me, Evie. I'm constantly jumping games. And it's been a bit more unusual the last couple of years that I find a game that I play. I'll get into a game and I'll play it for a few days and I'll be like, all right, that's enough of that. And it's really, there's only a couple games, seems like a year, maybe 2-3 games a year that I'll really get stuck. Like, this is going on for 2 weeks now. I've been playing just this game. That's pretty rare for me. You tired of my egg, Cowdizzle? Can I choose some nuts close to the... Okay, hold on. Just for you, just to make up for your disappointment and not being able to see my face. And well, yeah, Necroptics. There was a time when I first got Fall Guys that I thought I was going to relaunch. I was going to reinvent my channel as G-Law 2.0. And part of G-Law 2.0 was just doing extreme and wild stuff, playing the hottest games and just doing extreme wild stuff, like doing a tight zoom on my mouth while I'm eating cashews. I just decided, and for some people, that became they loved it. Other people made them feel sick to see it happen. It was very polarizing, but Brad was firmly in the love it camp. So Brad, here you go, buddy.
Yeah, I got some nuts on you. Oh yeah, oh my god. Right, that's mouth open the whole time. Get you in those nuts. All right, Brad, how was that?
Is that good? I got real close to the microphone too. Nick, historically speaking, I have not always had nuts on hand, but somehow this past year or so, it's become a thing that we always have on hand. And one of the reasons that we do is it's meant to sub. I mean, it's still not something you can really binge on, but it's meant to sub for stuff like Cheetos or potato chips or stuff like that. That if you want like a salty, savory snack, it seems like it's better to munch on nuts than it is to munch on something like Fritos or something. It was aggressive. You love it. Hey, Overlord McGeek. I'm the epitome of man sexiness. Oh, Necroptic, stop. It's sweet of you to say. You recently learned that Torn is a cover? Brad, are you talking about my rendition of Torn, or that the Natalie version of Torn is a cover of someone else? I feel like if that were the case, you would know, and you're just talking about my performance of Torn. You thought that was the original. When you think of salty and savory, you think of nuts. There you go, Nick. So we actually, at a certain point, my wife went to Costco, and they had a sale on their, what is this bag? It's a huge bag. 45 ounces. It's almost 3 pounds. And she bought like 6 bags. I mean, this is like almost a year ago. So ever since then, I've just, and I'm basically, I think, the main person that eats them. So for the last many months or year or however long it's been, I've just always had a bag of nuts by my desk. And I've just slowly worked my way through them. And Chauncey loves them too. She's crazy about them, aren't you, Chauncey? It gets to where whenever she hears, you might have heard her chirping a minute ago. Whenever she hears the bag, let me see if she'll do it. She'll start chirping because she's like, "Where's my damn nuts?" She's the alpha here. She's the alpha in the pack. Where she's like, "Nobody eats nuts till I get nuts first. Damn it, give me my nuts." The Natalie's version is a cover. Oh, okay. I thought Brad. I thought you thought that I was the original artist. Do. Why? She might eat them, Brad. Yeah. Well, it just seems like I'm the one that keeps going for it. Like, but we have 6 bags, so she might have one in her room that she's eating out of when she's working and stuff by her desk, and then I've got one. Yeah, I don't know. But if she does, then she eats it when I don't see her eating. Well, speaking of getting back to Valheim, we're gonna do 45 seconds of gameplay. Look, it's Maxie's favorite Aiming G Lawyer logo, which I put up since you don't see my face today. I'll show you what I've been doing. Yeah, this game, I forget if I was already doing this when I played it last week, but this is the first time that I'll take like my lunch break, and I'll have, instead of watching YouTube videos after I eat or whatever, I'll play this. I'll go, okay, I've got 15 minutes left of my lunch break. I'm just like, I'm gonna play some Valheim. I have a goal today, Brad. And my goal is actually, this game has a series of world bosses, and sort of the main progression thing is building up to the point where you'll kill one and it'll open up a new area for you, and then you kill the next one and it'll open up the next area, and so on. And I just realized that gaming lawyer thing is kind of in the way. Let me do that. Where can I put it? Aiming G Law. I put it in the middle there. There we go. We don't want it covering up the map. I do feel cold, but now I feel rested. Oh, comfort 5. I need to bulk up this area. So this is a... I don't even think I had started this house when I played last week. I'd built another house like in the woods that I was using as a staging area for metal production. And then, let me see. So this was the first home that I built. And then I made my way this way because like one of the world bosses was out here. So I was following the map and I got to the shore and I realized like, oh, the land ends here. So I built a house at Land's End. And then I kept going across the sea, found the boss, killed the boss. And then I found like the next biome over here that has the next level of like iron ore that I could suddenly enter. So I built a home right here. And so swamp home, very imaginative. That's just meant to note that this was where I built a home that was near the swamp. But then I realized like you raid the crypts. In this case, there was only one crypt. The crypt is where the iron is. And then I had to start, like, I was like, well, I better just take a boat, and then I'll raid these crypts, and I'll boat the stuff back and forth. And I suddenly realized with the boats, maybe I shouldn't be building a new base every time I find a new resource area, that maybe it's just time to start using, like, doing all the mining and then ferrying the goods across. Especially now I've got an upgraded boat that has a ton of storage. That's become more feasible. So I came back to my mainland and I founded Prosperia, which is my new sort of main base. Hags live in swamp boats. Oh, first attempt you died miserably. Yeah, it's the third boss is the one that I don't even really know what it is except it's undead. And you know what? Let me see if I can sleep tonight. So I can show you my new house in the wondrous daylight. So this still ended up not being like a super... It's sort of like a variation on the same house I've been building over and over already. But you can see now I made a separate little nook for just the bedroom. It's got, you know, its own fireplace, a little chair, got some furniture. It's got like, you know, the most comfortable area I've ever made in a game. And then this is my storage and workshop area. Just looking at how much storage. Yeah, and I've got houses and houses that I've built. I can show you that real quick too. And okay, and these are the storage boxes that I've been building. They're 10 slots, and now I've just got enough iron that I can start building. This is 18 slots, reinforced chests. It's my first one. Very exciting. You know, can you build? Well, there's multiplayer, but it's sort of like mostly private-ish servers of only up to 10 people. So you can have PvP, but it's definitely not the kind of game where you're gonna have clans building bases and attacking each other and that sort of thing. Like, it's mostly meant to be a cooperative game. But you could have like little wars, but they'd literally be like a couple dudes attacking a couple other dudes. But yeah, I've been enjoying the hell out of this game. And this is probably my most developed house yet. Because one of the reasons I had problems with the other homes is they were in dangerous areas that were constantly getting attacked, and the terrain was not optimal for spreading out. And I realized at a certain point, like, I wanted to have a reliable income of food. So I wanted to be able to spread out, plant crops. And now I've got fields of carrots and these beets, turnips. And I have recipes now that I can use to cook those. So my food, I was always like scrambling for food. I don't know if you remember last time, but I spent half the time running around the Black Forest looking for blueberries because the best recipe I had required blueberries, and I was always running out of blueberries. Let's see. If you like the style. Yeah, Conan Exiles is... It's a lot. It feels a lot different than this game. Like, I tried... The first comparison I brought up was Conan Exiles, simply because it's got the kind of a fantasy-ish swords and sorcery theme a bit, where you build a base, and there's sort of like a quest-like progression that occurs in Conan as well, as opposed to something like Minecraft, where it's just like, or some of these games where it's just mostly more of a sandbox, where it's like, here's the world, go build shit, have a good day. Oh, gotta get my honey. The bees are happy. So, yeah, I got my own little, and I got a couple teleporters here. Now, eventually, I may actually go big and make an even bigger base. But so far, this is what I consider cozy, and it works for me. Where's my... This is where I put my honey. Oh, I need to put my wood away. I've got it to where I know where everything goes. You know what? I need 10 more. I carry stuff on me so that when I'm traveling, I can make a mobile base. And a mobile base consists of, you have to put down a crafting station, which is 10 wood. It's another 10, and that lets you build in that area. And then another 10 wood to build a chest to put stuff into. And then this other stuff, the sulfur core and the fine wood and the gray dwarf eyes, is what you need to build a portal. So I'll like here I've got, this is my incoming gate, and this is my outgoing gate. And the outgoing gate right now is not connected to anything. But when I do, you make another portal, you name it the same thing, and it will pair. And you can only do 2 at a time. If you do a third one, it's not going to connect. So if I go out and throw another one of these portals around when I'm traveling, and I name it O2, I can immediately jump back to this base. So that's what I do when I'm out exploring the world. Let's see. Can do 10 of these at a time. Oh, I'm running out of coal. You have an outgoing gate, no incoming gate? Hyperloop stations. Sounds like some next level shit right there, Brad. So let's see. This has become my iron box. I think I'm gonna put... I don't know if the next guy I'm fighting is gonna have poison, but I feel like the poison resistance potion, and I should have them handy. And so right now I actually have a surplus of when you get the stuff, these props, you can either you get the vegetables and you can either replant them to give you more seeds and do like a seed cycle. And now I've got hundreds of seeds surplus, so I don't really need to worry about that anymore. And I've also cooked enough. Well, I probably need to think about cooking some more. Let me see. Do I have... Yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit of cooking. I think I'm... What am I eating these days? The sausage? Which I've got pretty much... I got plenty of sausage. Carrot soup and turnip stew. I've got... Let's see. I've got a good... This is my backup of turnip stew. I've got like 20 in the background. So we're good there. Carrot soup, I'm actually kind of running out of. So you know what? I think I'll, as part of my preps, I'm going to make some more of that. And hey, Food Brother Fide Contreras, speaking of food, it's Food Brother. I'm going to do some cooking. Yeah, Ore still does not teleport. I know that's, that was it you, Nick, that said you did not, you did not agree with the fact that they did that just for gaminess sake? Oh, some of these are still growing in, too. I'm not going to pick the whole field. But I think I'm going to pick, like, the nearest area of whatever's ripe already. Some of it's probably not coming in until later today. Here, I'll draw a line. It might have been you or Brad. It was somebody that was like, yeah, because the way this game works and what encourages you to keep exploring and building and coming up with creative ways of expanding is because the metals, which are, they're sort of like the core ingredient for expanding your arsenal of crafting recipes. Metals cannot go through teleporters. So when you're out and you find places across distant lands with new metal resources, you can't just pop up a teleporter and transport it all back. So what that ends up doing is, like, over here I started doing a thing where, actually that's not O2, but I found a bunch of these crypts where you find the iron over here, and then I would go, I'd make a teleporter and a chest, and then I would park my boat over here, and so I every time I filled up, I'd run out, load the metal into the chest. If I was loaded up on other stuff like monster parts, I'd teleport back home, drop it off at home, come back in, resupply at home if I needed to, go back into the crypt, keep killing monsters and getting ore out of it, and until I sort of mined these two, for example, and I had a chest here where all the ore was. And then I spent, like, probably an in-game day running back and forth to my ship, transporting the ore to my ship's hold, and then I ran the ship, back home, and I'm still working off of that. This is still the iron that I have from the ship. I'm actually going to run out of coal before I run out of iron ore. And that's just a matter of cutting down trees. And you can actually, like, I started deforesting the area But you can actually plant new trees, which I figured out how to do. All these trees over here I planted and cut down, and so I've got plenty whenever I'm ready and I feel like I need it. There are plenty of trees. Oh yeah, I was gonna make some carrot soup, huh? Here, let me drop the ore off. Yeah, you've watched worse. Oh, that. Not all the carrots are ready, but they're gonna be ready soon. Actually, I just remembered each bowl of the stews requires 3 of them, so I probably should get a little more. At least with the carrots, which I'm running low on, I might clear out this whole field. Well, Cow Dizzle, now you're watching a grown man harvest carrots out of a field. That, you feel any differently about that? Is that better or worse than watching him gather turnips? Tonight we dine on carrot soup. Indeed. James? No, he'd be like, "What? I'm gonna be doing what now in the evening?" You probably think like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching some awesome show." Like, nope, I'm just gonna watch some other dude play video game. All right, some of these came in while I was just in the time that I was picking the other stuff. And I'm probably gonna have to start gathering other stuff too, because each of the turnip stews needs meat, which is actually easy enough to harvest, but I will have to take time to do hunting for that. And then the carrot soup needs mushrooms, which I don't know if anyone remembers me saying this, but I know I did. Offhandedly, I was running through the woods, and I'd see mushrooms, and I'd be like, they're not very effective food, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need them someday for something, and I'm gonna regret it if I didn't stop to pick them as I passed them. And it turns out, once I could make carrot soup, that was the point at which it's like, well, here we are. Make some carrot. Let's make some carrot soup, eh? See that? He just does that for hours. Kid self, watch your brothers play video games. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's 3 carrots and 1 mushroom per soup. And then the turnip soup is 3 turnips per and 1 meat. And it's either it's just sort of generic meat. Like both deer and pigs drop the same thing. Alright, we're getting through. Should I even it out? Oh wait, I'm gonna run out of mushrooms, aren't I? I was like, I'm gonna need to go get 1 or 2 more carrots. I'm gonna be neurotic about this. So I don't have any extra carrots lying around. There we go, 2 more carrots. So for a second there, I thought I was gonna run out of mushrooms first, but then I was like, oh wait, no. All right, so the mushrooms will go back down here. I'm gonna drop off the surplus. I like keeping 10 of each with me. And let's see, this might be the end of my meat supply for the turnips. Now I have a pretty solid surplus of turnip soup, but I also need the meat to make sausages too. So that, all of a sudden, that opens up, like, probably I'm gonna spend an in-game day at some point when my I have got a pretty substantial food surplus right now, but when it starts getting a little low, We're gonna have to spend a day just going out hunting. Killing deers and pigs. That's right, you gotta put your soup in a chest. True to life. Like I go on my dresser, top shelves, underwear, t-shirts, the next shelf, or not shelf, the next drawer down. That's where I keep all my soup. Oh, I ran out of meat. Oh, and I already had a surplus of turnips in here. Okay. Let's, boop, boop, boop. And let's get one more of them sausages down here. All right. Oh. And do I have any other extra stuff? All right. And so, yeah, the other thing about this place is I decided the main base and any future bases I made will need to be ocean adjacent. And originally I wanted to build out my first home until I actually explored the island continent thing that I'm on and realized that it was a landlocked body of water. So, and I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of resources building boats before I'd actually explored, because for a long time in this game I had not explored this entire continent. I'd only explored this region. And at a certain point I made it my mission to follow the coastlines all the way around and see where it all led. See what was on the island that I was born on, so to speak. So yeah, now I got my little fleet of ships here. Oh yeah, you gotta keep the sausage next to a torch, of course. So this is my longboat. This is the one that's got all the slots. Oh, I guess I have an extra... I put enough in here to make a portal. But yeah, so this is the biggest. I think this is the most advanced boat that you can build. And I've been debating whether I should, because those smaller ones are more maneuverable, but they're also this one's quicker. But you'd think that the smaller ones would be faster. But sort of parking, and when it comes to the fine maneuvers to actually park your vessel. Oh crap. Okay, there comes high tide. Let's see if those other ones look like they may be... Are they getting beat up out here at all? A little bit. Alright. And the reason I have two is because I went to a place to gather some resources, and I got killed before I could put down a teleporter. So actually, I had to build a new ship to get back there. So that's why I ended up with two of those. But yeah, in this area, let me see. I'll show you the last. My sort of main base before was Dark Shore. That should hook me up with Dark Shore. No, it was Seaside. Seaside. I do have a Dark Shore, but Dark Shore was never my main base. Did that. And I realized too, if you gotta give a second to switch, because when you type something new in, for a couple seconds, it will still be the destination it was before. And that's ended up stranding me places before. Because I get through, and then all of a sudden that portal wouldn't be connected. The last portal wouldn't be connected anymore. Right, Chauncey? So yeah, this was my main home for a while. What? Oh no, my boat's at... I made another main home. And then I realized I probably should stop making a whole bunch of main homes. And also, again, like this area would, when I decided it was time to branch out farming, this area was not great for that. But yeah, so now this is, my mantra before was making sure everything was lit up and bright and cheerful. Everything's burnt out. It's a little depressing coming back here. Because this was like my warm, happy, safe place. And now it just is like it's like a dark, foreboding, abandoned, like, wow, it's like the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. So, yep. But this was I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks. For the better part of like that time, this had become my main base. It's the only base I have where I actually built 3 portals. You know? And let's change this back to, actually, I'm trying to see, do I have a 0-0? Because I wanted, since this is like my home base, I wanted to reset the numbers and have my home base outgoing be a 0-0. And now it's 0-0. I think first home I use 0-1. That's why I wouldn't use that. But yeah, I like my... And now I've got the lights hanging off the ceiling. I just got fancy stuff now. So I think we're going to head to sleep. And then, oh, in the morning, I'm going to need to eat. I'm all out of food in my belly. And then we're going to see if we can find our way to the third boss, who's quite far away. Here, I'll show you. Let's get that food digesting. So, you find the bosses when you get to a new biome. You'll find whatever the version of dungeons are for that biome, and you'll at a certain point you'll find like a tablet that will tell you the location of the next boss. And then when you get the next boss, it'll drop something usually that unlocks the next biome. Like, so you could always come to the swamp, but it wasn't until I hit the second boss who dropped a key that allowed me to open the crypts at the gate at the crypts where all the resources are. Before that, you could find the crypts, but there was a closed gate you couldn't get in. The very first boss dropped these super hard antlers that you could use to make your first pickaxe. And before you had those antlers to make your first crude pickaxe, you couldn't mine ore at all. So, I used binary to name my home. But basically, it just started getting like I want each one to have its sort of home. I don't even know where Prosperia is connected to. Probably one of my other houses. But this is sort of like its home portal, and then this is the one where I'm out on the road. And because I'll be building and tearing down portals constantly when I'm traveling. So the idea is like, if I build a portal, all I gotta do is, I don't have to type Prosperia each time. Before, I think I had like travel 01. I'm like, why don't I just make it 01? I don't need to type travel every time, do I? Alright, let's just make sure we, So now now I'm so lazy, I don't even want to type different numbers. I just want it to be 00. Alright, now you're going to get to see my, my captaining skills for the first time. And say bye to my happy, beautiful home. This is the super happy, meadow, pretty fields and forests biome, too. Bye, home. And name it the You Suck 101. Lol. Because I think last time I had boats, but I don't think I actually showed you guys, like, me actually traveling in a boat. And I know some of you pointed out, like, oh, what are those streaks of air for coming through? That's because wind becomes very important when you're traveling by boat. especially if you go against the wind. Right now, I don't have my sail out. I'm oaring. I'm oaring, and that's giving me. You can actually go at a decent clip. I mean, considering I'm just one dude sitting next to an oar. But yeah, once you're ready to let her rip. So, look at where this guy is. It's like I've never traveled that far before. So I think this time we're gonna come up here, and then I think there's a landmass over here, and I'm gonna. Last time I was sort of trying to go under it, and I got to a certain point, and then I realized both of my portals at my main base were already connected to other things, and I couldn't do my portal trick, which I'm going to need. When I get near the boss, the next boss, the trick is going to be setting up a portal that is far enough away to not get destroyed during the battle. Because actually, the second boss, I built a portal away from the boss, and then it was such a destructive battle that the portal ended up getting destroyed along with half the forest in that area. Yeah, Owlie. No, I've been like I said, this has been my gaming pastime for 2 weeks. And I've been so into it, I even even during work breaks and stuff, because yeah, I work and play at the same computer. So usually I don't consider 20 minutes or 15 minutes enough to get any real gaming done, but it'll cross my mind like, hey, I got 10 minutes, I could go harvest that field of turnips, you know, or something like that. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go harvest some turnips. She'd go out oaring. She'd stand on a street corner. Well, yeah, that's a kind of oaring. It's called Cockney oaring. Yeah. It's a great way to make your long ship go where, go exploring. But and I've also been seeing for the first time, since I was spending a lot more time at sea, there's sea monsters. And I used to have shorter trips, and I think I'd only seen them a couple times. But now pretty much every time I go out at sea, I've been seeing... I think the way the game works too, and it's also why I wanted my main base to be on the main island, the further away you get from your spawn point, the more hostile the biomes and just the more dangerous things become. So that's one reason too why I'm saying I'm going to try to get over here, because this is pretty far. I also realized that, yeah, this means the world is finite. So I think there's an actual edge of the map. I don't know what's there. Someday I'll find out. Yeah, I built the boat. I mean, it was just a matter of having all the ingredients and then activating the recipe. So, I didn't build it plank by plank, Brad. But yeah, I built this boat from resources that I garnered from the land. And there are sea monsters. They haven't attacked. Well, it's not like an MMO where they're just going to be like, oh, every 30 feet there's a monster. I've spent a lot of time on sea without seeing any monsters. But I have noticed that as my journeys have started getting more frequent and longer, the frequency with which I encounter monsters has dramatically increased. I used ingredients to build the boat. Yeah. I had to use fine wood and, let's see. I get... this boat is 100 iron nails, 10 deer hide, 40 fine wood, 40 ancient bark, and then you have to have a workbench nearby. Alright, that's enough of this, yeah. Probably not steering the boat while the sails are fully open. Not a great idea. Sometimes when you're going near the ocean, there will be bits of land and sea and rock and things just below the surface that you can't see well until the tide shows it. Like, it'll dip and you'll be like, oh, I'm just about to drive into some land. Yeah, 100 nails, but that's 10 iron ingots. Yeah, you'd think you'd need more nails for something of this size. But no, turns out, and I think it's historically accurate, Maxie. So if you ever want to make a Viking longboat, just remember, just go down to a local hardware store, pick up a box of nails. You probably make 3. You know, 5. You make 5 longboats with $3.99 box of nails. As long as they're made of iron. Don't try to do it with bronze nails. All right. Oh, let me zoom out my mini map too. Oops. Oh, all right. Yeah, all this open sea travel right now too. That's also I think that's also asking for the sea monster to come, because the sea monster seems to appear most frequently when I'm traveling in deep waters. So I'm actually almost surprised that I have not seen the sea monster yet, because this route that I'm taking right now, I've almost always seen the sea monster by now at a certain point coming this way. And so far, all I can really do is outrun it. If you have if you're playing with a bunch of friends, one person steering and the rest of them can be on the deck trying to shoot the hell out of the thing with arrows, you probably kill it. But I know I'm not going to stop my ship or let my ship run into some damn rocks while I'm up on deck shooting at the sea monster. And so far, as long as I somewhat go with the wind, I move fast enough that the sea monster's not really been able to take a bite out of my ship. But if I had been parked, or if I was trying to arrive at wherever it was that I was encountering the sea monster, that I'd have to write that off right away. Yeah, must have been made from the ancient bark, Brad. Yeah, good. Isn't cloth made from wood? Pretty sure it is. Okay. Let's, what biome is that? Are those the plains biomes? Alright. If those are plains, I'm not stopping there. That's where there are the little goblins that can kill me in one hit. The plains are a biome that I think are... I'm not sure what the next biome is for me, because there's also a frost biome I haven't really explored yet. And I'm not sure if which one's next, but I know I've encountered some plains biomes a couple times and wandered in thinking like, oh, these look pleasant. And there's these little green goblin dudes that look like the biggest wimps in the universe that will kill you in 2 hits. Oh yeah, Maedros, you're familiar with the goblins. Yeah, and then there's these there are these like mosquito monster things, and they can 2-shot you as well. I think they actually the devs lowered their damage because they were 1-shotting people. I know while I was doing the swamp biome, it was adjacent. Hi. My sweetie just gave me a little wave. What a doll. But yeah, I was exploring a swamp, and it was next to a plains biome. I can get a little closer look. I just think mainly I don't want to get close enough that they can come out and start hitting my boat, because I actually think the goblins might be tough enough to destroy my boat. But yeah, this is a plains biome. And I'm also going against the wind, so I had to move down to oars only. If you keep the sail open against the wind, your ship's just going to stop. You wish I had an NPC girlfriend to adventure with me? And that she were a minotaur? You have a lot of very specific desires there, Brad. But you know, the developers are at a point right now where they're very receptive to community feedback. So if you're passionate enough about it, you pick up the game for $19.99. You're like, I hate crafting games, but I want those Minotaur companions. God damn it! Those devs won't put them in the game unless I buy it first. Become part of the community. Yeah, I've kind of gotten used to driving the boat because the boat mechanics are very much like the boats in Assassin's Creed. So I'm used to that, where it's like the sails go at different speeds, and then you turn your wheel, and the wheel stays in a fixed position that determines how much your rudder is going to be causing you to turn. And but what's still tricky for me is maneuvering, like coming up to a dock and getting lined up right. I still have a hard time with like the fine maneuvering. Oh, all right, we're gonna go straight. There's some swamp biome. Oh, we're almost halfway there. I think I want to. I don't want to just shoot out into open sea though. I'm definitely gonna hug land until I can see. It looks like there might be some land over there, which is roughly where I need to go. But if I'm gonna follow the land. Yeah, I'm gonna follow this land and then cut over there. Once I get to sort of the edge here. It's the most prominent creature in all Viking lore. It's capsized by ships and no one else can have it. Is that something the Vikings do as well? Is that a classic Viking maneuver? Yeah, this is some pretty slow going. Maybe it's, I still got a little bit of sunlight yet left. But it might be worth considering pulling over, building a little teleport back home, and having a rest and starting again the next morning. See, maybe we have more favorable winds in the morning. Uh-oh. That looks like there might be planes up ahead, though. What I don't want is I don't want to park someplace where I'm close enough to planes that the goblins are going to come find me. Ow! Okay, no, I hit like a sea monster or something. Alright. Yeah, the weather's getting a little bit sketchy, too. Alright, stop. Stop and back up. Wait, what the hell are those? Are those goblins up there? No, there's a skeleton. That's okay, I can deal with skeleton. I don't like sailing at night. It's dark, and I won't know if the sea monster's coming. And I also may not be able to easily spot if there's land or rocks that I might run into. Alright, let's get that workstation set down. And let's get a portal set down. Ah, okay, something's on me. Alright, slime. Oh, that is hurting me really bad. Actually, I could die. Shit, I'm probably gonna die. Alright, get to the portal. Get to the portal. 0-0. This is getting a lot more sketchy than I can... Alright, if I can... Did the portal not activate? Crap. Okay, get in there. I'm gonna die coming through the portal. Well, if I'd realized all of my food was wearing off, and I was about to be attacked by a goblin, or by a slime, I probably would have downed a potion, but at that point it was... Alright. Alright, let's do a little repair-repoo. Oh, I guess I don't need to repair-repoo. Alright, we're gonna take a break. Well, I certainly hope they don't break the portal, but I'm also hoping that since I'm not there, neither the game's not keeping track of what they're doing anymore. But there certainly were a large number of hostile things hanging out right at that portal when I ran through it. And the portal looks like it's still active. It's still lit up. I am going to give it... I'm going to give my health a chance to catch up. A green light a will-o'-the-wisp? That might have just been like an environmental feature, because I'm not aware that there are will-o'-the-wisps. The trees look parched because they're awfully parched for being near water. Well, there's such thing as too much water, you know. Yeah, hostile things in the swamp. All right, now I'm ready for it. Now that I also, when your food runs out, your maximum health runs low. So I had really low maximum health going into that encounter. Okay, here they come. Hold on, guys. All right, hold on. Son of a bitch. This is already getting out of hand. Okay, just had my... Shit! Now it's time to take a comeback. And I got my anti-poison potion. I don't give a crap anymore about your damn poison. Alright, skeleton. Yeah, how you like that? I don't like walking through the water because there's leeches and they can mess you up too. What's the purpose of a dice tower? I see plans for them often while perusing 3D printer files. I think it's something that you can put dice... You feed the dice into the top and it sort of rolls them for you. That's my understanding of what a dice tower is. It's not strictly necessary, but it's just kind of a... It's a new and exciting way to roll dice. And... It looks like the wind is still against me, but at least the sun's coming up instead of going down. So let's pack up. In fact, I'm going to check the ship because I know the ship took a couple arrows. Oh, nope, that's not the way to do it. Get your repair thing out. There we go. I could probably punch this ship to death. To give the dice enough of a tussle for a good randomization will keep the dice contained near you. Yeah. That, too, what Nick said. Nick probably already gave you a perfectly adequate answer by the time I even saw your question. I just hadn't gotten that far down. Alright. Alright, swamp functions carrying cases. Yeah, I know that we bought a couple games. Like, Nick, have you played... What's the game about birds? I can't remember it. Wingspan. Wingspan comes with a with a little dice tower that you can assemble out of cardboard. And my wife absolutely loves it. She's like, oh, I want to play with the dice tower. All right, let's cut across here. And of course, we're going to go straight into the wind. Hopefully it'll shift. And got to keep an eye out for sea monsters, because if the sea monster shows up, I think we're going to have to I'm going to have to turn around so I can have the aid of the wind to help me run away. So is that thing that Madros posted, is that an indication that my stream is buffering? No one else said anything. And it says my stream health is... Actually, my stream health is stupidly good. I probably have too high a kbps. No? I don't know. These days, probably not. Streaming at 8,000 kbps. I remember when I first started streaming, I did around 3,000. But that was in 2015. Oh, hold on. There's a lot of unfriendly looking land up there. There's meadows over here? That's interesting. Meadows, okay. I wonder if there's somehow really hard meadows. Meadows are like the starter, the newbie biome. And I know I've come across meadows that had some messed up shit in them too. Further away from home. So mine was okay, but other mine was bad, but other streams were fine. Yeah, I don't know what would be causing that. I was buffering for a moment. Okay. Confirmed. Not just Madros. I just noticed the icon and looked over, and all that YouTube's telling me is that I've got excellent stream health. Wow, look at all these biomes. There was a swamp biome, a meadows biome, now it's black forest biome, and if I'm not mistaken, just past it, like 50 yards in. Oh crap. Is that some plains biome right there? That landmass has a chaotic mess of biomes. All right, so yeah, my connection must have buffered, or somewhere between me and YouTube. Yep, those are definitely plains, and then the mountains in the background mean that's some probably some snow biomes right behind it. This is certainly a diverse island. Now, the one thing I did with my home base that I wish I hadn't is I didn't notice that there was just a little touch of black forest biome about 100 yards away from my house. Because it looked mostly like plains, but there was just like a little... I don't know, probably the size of a basketball court's worth of black forest biome. And so now my house constantly gets attacked by monsters that spawn in the black forest. Which are slightly harder than the ones in the plain. But it's enough. They're still weak enough that I can fight them off without much problem. But yeah, so my concern would be like, is there enough plains there to build a base without being constantly raided by spawning creatures from the nearby tougher biomes? I know I do not want to wake up to goblins attacking my base. They'll probably one-shot every flippin' structure I have. Is this, I have a feeling what I'm going into right now is... Yeah, I need to turn around. I need to pull a Yui. This is not a through passage. Alright, let's, gonna be a wide U. I must be getting irradiated. It's the only logical explanation. But yeah, look at that. The plains and the swamp biome. Let's just hope nothing happens where I've got to land ashore on the plains biome, because I'm still scared of the plains biome. See, this is where the slightly smaller boat seems like it's a lot more maneuverable. Turning around here feels like it's, especially under oar power, seems like it's taking forever. Whereas with a small boat, it seems like I can do it very quickly. You don't think they're tougher than plains, barring a specific biome I have encountered? Alright, so probably like the, then the mountain snow biomes are not as hard as the plains, because the snow biome I've avoided because I don't have the right kind of clothing. I think there's a potion I can make that's frost resistant, but I know that eventually you're also able to make some clothing that will help keep you warm, and I don't have that yet. So if I go into the cold biome, then, I don't know, it seems like within 10 seconds I start taking cold damage, and a cold damage progresses very quickly. Like, you'll be dead within a minute. So I don't go to the cold biome. So I'm not... I know that there's, like, wolves and some other stuff. I haven't seen them, but I just know because... Shit, there's one of those flying fuckers. That little mosquito thing. One of those things was responsible for killing me 3 times in a row. Every time I went back to get my body, one of those things would take me down again. I do not care for them. And I do not want them attacking my boat. They're like death mosquitoes. They're like cliff razors. Mate, yeah? They just hit really hard. And they dart in quickly, so it's hard to time a decent block against them. And this landmass seems to be taking me on a very substantial detour. I'm also not seeing many places where I would... The sun's starting to go down. I'm not seeing many places where I would like to stop. Oh, there's some... No, this is plains. Shit. What I would like to find is some meadows. I know the one time that I stopped off on plains and tried to build my little teleporter trick, within 30 seconds I had goblins on me, and I was like, before I even knew it was happening, 75% of my health was gone. So, it makes me very wary. A fully charged arrow will one-shot them, but they're... Hitting a mosquito with an arrow is hard. You're probably just gonna get the... It's probably just gonna get their attention. I don't know. I know eventually I'm just gonna have to face them. I mean, the first time I encountered one, I didn't think anything of it. I think I blocked and hit it, and it died, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I hadn't actually been hit by the damn thing. The first time one actually successfully hit me, it was a rude awakening. Oh, are they just sitting there? Well, they're still... They've got a small hitbox, though. I might have tried that before, and the arrow just wasn't... All I know is my experience, with the exception of the first time I ran into them, where somehow I killed like 2 of them without realizing how dangerous they were. The first time one of them hit me. Oh, shit. Okay, here's land. Shit, taking damage. All right, not... Okay, we're good. We're good. They fly directly at you. Then they fly directly at you, attack. They won't turn once they do that. After they attack you? Yeah, I just know, like, I got super paranoid because they seemed to come at me. Alright, this is getting a little tricky to navigate, these waters. My takeaway, though, is at this stage in my Valheim career, my general strategy when it comes to those things is just to stay the F away from them. That's my considered opinion at this stage. But I felt like that, I mean, even when I first got to the swamp biome, I was scared of everything, and I got pretty comfortable with them. I mean, with the exception of what happened when I got off this boat, my boat this last time. It was like they had a welcoming crew waiting for me. I usually don't get that overrun by the swamp creatures. Alright. Nope, might have been premature. I won't be able to take advantage of the wind without sort of running a trajectory into the shore, so... Oh, here we go. Getting a little wind right now. I think it also, with the wind pushes you a little bit. Nope. Maybe I can do slightly lower wind. Nope, and now I'm running out of, Nope, can't take advantage of the wind without it pushing me into the shore. Or turning so far to the right that I'm then going against the wind. Look at those lands, they look so peaceful. Like, oh, that'd be nice to go build a home there and hang out. Those fucking flies are there, those mosquitoes. Alright, here we go. If I could just find some nice, savory, undead swamp biome, I'd be happy. Now I look at swamp biome as like a safe place to build a portal. Look at those seagulls just chilling out there like it's not a horribly treacherous... There's one of those little dudes flying around. It's terrible. That big monolith. I don't think I've ever gotten really anywhere close up to one of those. Probably got goblin shaman shooting one-shot lightning bolts or some crazy shit. Up, I do think I see some swamp biome right against the mountains up ahead. Let's get well past... Let's get well past the plains biome, and then we'll pull over and build a portal in the swamp. Wow, there's some snow biome right there, too. That's kind of crazy. The hell is that? All right, that is some sort of a living creature. I've heard rumor of these on other people's videos. And I don't know exactly how dangerous they are. I know there were people, someone was talking about they found ore on there and they were mining it, and then it turned out to be alive and terrible or frightening things happen. So I'm just gonna, given the expeditionary nature of this voyage, I think I'm just gonna leave the giant floaty sea monster alone. Just want to get next to some land so I can build a portal. Spend the evening, a quiet evening in my house. Alright. Quick turn. Yep, taking some damage. Nothing I can't repair, though. Yep, that is flippin' dark. Let me get my stuff ready. And then miscellaneous. Damn it! I can't even see, you bastard. 0, 0. Bye-bye. Fighting in the dark in the swamp. The swamp biome, like, just naturally reduces the light by 75% even during the day. Trying to hang out in there in the night and fight without a lit environment, no good. That's big negative 10-4, buddy. Alright, let's warm up. He bravely riding away, away. When danger rears his ugly head, he bravely turns around. I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, I'm pretty sure I could have fought it. It just would have... It would have been an unpleasant, non-cheerful combat. And you know I love everything I do in this game to be well-lit and cheerful. It's one of my mantras. Yep. Turned his tail and fled. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully this storm will not be where I am too. Because weather can be local. Alright. Let's bring it. Go ahead, come on. Get on the shore, Draugr. There we go. How's that? Alright, let's check out the, before we disassemble everything. Let's make sure we don't need some repairs. I think we're good. All right. We may back up a little bit. Nope, it's all about disassembly. Number 5 alive. Hey, what was that? Alright, yeah, this weather is not awesome. That's eels attacking my ship. What bastards? Alright, so yeah, the whole sailing under high winds and low visibility, not the best. Wow, it's really pushing me. That wind is really having its way with me. You're cheering the eels, Brad. Oh wait, look. The sun's coming out, I think. The screeching eels? There we go. I think everything's gonna be okay. So now we're gonna have to get over to the west, or sort of northwest. I am seeing some landmass over there. Wind seems to be going in our favor. I think it was the shrieking eels. Yeah, that sounds more familiar. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to follow the land a little bit up here, and then I'm going to cut across. What I'm hoping is that landmass ahead and to the right is going to become a bit more visible. Not just some distant lump on the horizon. Although, no, I think it's time to make my move. I can see a tree. That means I'm close enough to consider it somewhat nearby. Oh, good night, Evie. Glad you had a good day, and I hope you have a nice rest of your week. Well, you get, now that I start earlier than I used to in years past, you get to spend more time here before you gotta go too. So that's nice. You're here almost 2 hours today. So have a good night, Evie. Evie 23. Best Evie in the internet. Scientifically verified. Okay, rocks. Gotta watch out for rocks. There's some black forest. That looks like that's some, Can I cut across here? I'm seeing some land over there in the distance, and that looks like probably that landmass over there is where the next boss is. Okay, yeah, it looks like some flippin' plains biome. And we're still pretty far away from it. So we're gonna circle that continent and see if there's a shore. What I'd love to find is a shore with some slightly less plainsy biome that is not super duper far from where the big bad is. Where I can set up a little oh, those fuckers. There's a goblin and 2 of those death suckers. No. You can eat my poop. I'm not going over there. Alright, I am seeing some swamp biome up ahead. I never thought I'd be looking with relief at swamp biome. As like, oh, thank God, there's some swamp biome. But maybe someday I'll look at plains the same way. But that's not today. Today, plains is still terrifying. I think after plains and snow, those are the main biomes. Now, Madros mentioned maybe one more that I probably haven't seen. I'm not sure about that. All right, hold on. What's up? All right, I thought that was land I was about to run into. Oh, Bone Mass would be in swamps, wouldn't he? Because he's the swamp biome's boss creature. All right, that makes me feel a little better. Hey, look, there's a dungeon. There's 2 dungeons right here. Shit, they're right next to the water. I'm almost thinking, like, I should, before I head home, I should mine these fucking things. I mean, I'm not going to mine them right now, I don't think. That's very grindy, but I think I might mark them on my map. Because this is just too convenient. Well, didn't you see me going in dungeons last week? Or during my last stream, Brad? Were you not here for that? I'm going to say they're not the most exciting. I guess it's a change of pace from this, but really what I wanted to happen during this stream is to find the boss, which is something that scares me and it's probably going to be great. The last boss fight I did was absolutely insane. So I thought it could be fun to do a boss fight. Alright, let's just put us to a stop. I'm just going to mark it. Crypt. Crap, I'm getting attacked, aren't I? Dude, y'all just chill out, okay? I'm not even getting out here right now. Here, we're just gonna mark another one here. That's approximately correct. Why the green slime is just gonna hop its ass all the way out here into the ocean to come after me. What a dick. Stupid green slime. Here. Try and keep up with me now. Yeah, you don't have a sail, so you can't keep up with me. It was better than sailing. I think sailing is nice. I think maybe watching somebody sail for 90 minutes could be excessive. Which is, I think, damn it, there's another one. If I ever need iron... Oh shit, I'm so far from home. Yeah, I really think before I return home again, I'm gonna have to spend some, damn it, there's another one over there too. I'm gonna get through this without having any problems. Is that another dungeon in there? It does look like it. Right, I'm gonna put that one about right there. Crypt. I think there's going to be enough between these 4 crypts right there to really actually just fill up my hold. Am I seeing 2 more? Is that another one directly ahead of me? Before, I was having a hard time finding crypts. But like over here, it's like land of plenty. I never seen so many crypts. There's another one down there too. Oh, hey, Jaws. You know what? Other people have been having trouble with my stream. Has it been buffering again for anyone else? It sounded like the buffering was something that happened and then went away. And that was like 20 minutes ago. But that's kind of unusual. Yeah, I should build my base in the swamp. Well, now that I can actually build out of stone, I might be able to get away with it. I think there's another one. Oh, the bone dude is still pretty far away. For some reason, I thought I was just about to come up on him. Mistlands? And it made like a dramatic music. And I just got cold. Alright, I'm getting all sorts of not feeling good about this. Now it says plains. Mistlands. Was it just a patch in the middle of the ocean? All I know is that was a bit terrifying. It made this real dramatic, like boom boom. Mistlands. And I hope they didn't spawn this crapping thing in the middle of the water. That would be a huge misfire of procedural generation. I'm starting to get a bad feeling. Or maybe it's up the shore, just up ahead. And you know what? I think I also just saw... Oh, there it is. Now, for each of these things, you have to place like a sacrifice down in order to summon the bad. But holy crap! There's no land. Shit. All right, time to take a chill pill. Am I beached? Oh my god, am I beached? This is not cool. Can I push my boat somehow? Come on, let's go. Go! Go, go, go. Oh, wow. I am, like, amazing. Look at me pushing my own boat. Missed lands. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to, I thought the size of the boat was such that manually pushing it wouldn't work so well, but turns out I can do it. Alright, we need to figure out how I'm going to approach this thing, because the damn summon location is just sort of... It's basically just in the water. Oh, yeah. Crypt. I think I'm gonna have to go back to where there is actual swamp, like, that I can walk around in a little bit. This may take more, ingenuity than I thought, because I think I want to be able to kite it to someplace with actual land that I can walk around in. It's not going to work very well for me to try to have a big combat while I'm swimming and I can't even draw my weapons. I'm going to need some solid ground to run around on in order to fight the damn thing. Oh, did I not complete my thought? My thought was, with the size of this boat, the idea that the mass of a single little tiny man pushing against it, I did not have high expectations of me being able to push the thing with my bare hand. There you go. There's the rest of my thought. And in fact, are those... I don't know if that's plains up ahead or if that's meadows. But it looks kind of like meadows. I think I'm going to check and see. That would be a nice random surprise if there just happened to be... Damn it, you guys are aggressive as shit. If there was somehow... Yeah, you guys, you got me. You got me. Random as shit for there to be, parrot? No, this is plains. Fuck the plains. Fuck you, plains. Oh, fuck you. And there's one of those pieces of shit. Get off! You piece of shit. That thing hurt my ship and me. Away from me, you fucking flies. Alright, so now we know, however we choose to approach this thing, we can't kite it towards those trees because then we'll be tag-teamed by the damn death mosquitoes. And it's also getting dark enough over here that I think we may need to, we need to find a place to set up a portal. Come back in the morning. Damn, I can't see anything. Or we just sit in the boat till the sun comes up. I can't see a damn thing. What is that? Do I see like a lich floating over there? That's spooky as shit. Alright, so now I am both not on dry land and I'm beached. Alright, let's get... Yeah, I see you, you piece of shit. The hell, is that another wraith over there? That thing looks ominous as shit. I probably should have saved that for the boss, but I feel like I may need to actually prep for the boss. The boss. I may actually need to go to that area and terraform some area. Okay, now where was that spooky ass figure I just saw? So this area seems to have a lot of wraiths. Well, it's nice to two-shot a wraith with iron arrows. That doesn't seem realistic, but I'll take it. All right. Not feeling good about this. I'm not feeling good about this combat. I don't like the location where this thing spawned. Can you catch... Can you... You can hold a torch while in a boat. I don't know if it helps. Yeah, I've opened a torch while I'm in a boat before. It doesn't... It lights up, like, literally what's right in front of your face. Which is... not enough to see what your boat's actually going into. Alright. I have a feeling we're going to need to get creative. Step one of being creative is being able to see, though. They can't use my portals, Nick. Don't you even suggest such a terrible thing. Portals are for me. No, I don't think I used any nails to make my house, Maxie. All these walls, it's just all wood. Maybe I made like those IKEA peg things where you just make the holes on each side and then you put the peg in to secure them together. But yeah, everything here, just even the door handle, just wood. All wood. Nothing else. No metal. Zero. Zero nails. Just like the Vikings used to do. They built entire longhouses with no mail, with nothing. All right. So this is definitely too far away. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, come on. Come on. What was that? Go ahead, take a swing. There you go. Here, I'll take some of these. Now I'm starting to think maybe I want to just spend a day, hunting deer, because this is getting a little bit intense. Oh, I didn't mean to go into deep enough water to lose my, get wet. Getting wet is a debuff. Infects your stamina. I'm pretty sure my boat is beached again, too. Alright, get off of me, leech. I see you sneaking up on my ass. It's actually easier to steer backwards almost. Maybe I should just... I do not care for this approach at all. There's no land to conduct a combat if I summon that thing there. Let me check out the other side. I can terraform. Or what's... Am I hitting land or something? Something attacking me. But if I want to raise a lot of land, I'm going to have to bring a lot of stone. Which I can do. I've accumulated a lot of stone during my mining expeditions. What I'm hoping to do is locate an area where there is a bit more land. And be able to create at least a little bit of a land bridge to that area, so I can piss the thing off and then run to where there's actually some space for me to run around. Because literally, if I'm swimming, if there's nowhere to run except into water, and you get into water like higher than your thighs, you put your weapons away. So that's not going to work. I'll keep these ramming the sea rocks as a strategy in mind, Brad. It could be the most brilliant thing you've come up with tonight. And it might be the secret to success. Alright, I'm seeing some land over here. The fact that the land is raising up makes me worry it's butting up against another biome. It does appear to be butting up against another biome. Which biome? Please let it be dark forest. Am I seeing webs over here? I think I'm about to discover a more terrifying biome than I've ever seen before. Swamp, huh? Says swamp. Oh, Mistlands. What the flip is Mistlands? Okay, Mistlands are dark. Mistlands look dark and terrible. The spider biome? I mean, that seems entirely plausible. It sounds like the kind of place that would be a spider biome. And it appears I've just beached myself. Alright. Please, spooters. Just chill out for a second. I'm just trying to get my boat off the dirt. Still got some problems with the boat on the dirt. Ugh. Son of a bitch. Alright. So this kind of sucks. This is... And I think this is maybe the procedural generation working against me. I absolutely don't want my ship too close to where the combat's happening, because if it's anything like the last combat I have, my ship could actually be destroyed. If it's in the zone where the combat is occurring. Shit. This water is too deep for me to build up. The sea shanties could help, Josh. Alright, yeah, I know. Alright, well, this side looked worse than the other side, so I'm gonna make my way back around. Was there some land there I could land on? I think there's some shallows there I might be able to work with a little bit. Ugh. Okay. I'm surprised I haven't seen a sea monster yet, honestly. Alright. What was that sound? I heard a rrrr. That is not cool. Yeah, not into that. Not at all. So 0, 0. Whoops. Not 0, 0, 1. 0, 0. Let's see. Am I close enough to do some repairs on my boat? Yeah, the boat had taken a bit of damage. All right, let's head back for a second. My miniature girlfriend's looking for me. Is that what the sound is? Brad's like, I knew it. I knew it. Brilliant. Except not with the goofy voice I just did. Yeah, we'll keep the 10 wood. You're on the edge, you just see you waiting for me to get smoked. So what's the strategy? I think I need to bring some rocks. So I'm gonna need to build up some land. This is some real like MacGyver A-team. Like, yeah, you don't have enough land? Dun, dun, dun. Let's make land then. Oh, and I need the terraforming tool. And use that to replace my arrows. On my toolbar, I got my rest timer reset. A 10 wood is good for sand trap. My insistent refusal of I've bought some stuff. It's just that I haven't gone out of my way to fight stuff. Unless there was some reason to. Alright, well, first let's see how much I can do with just the leveling tool. How you like that, leeches? Because you can use this to level land, and it does not cost you resources to level. But you can only adjust it so much before you actually have to terraform up, which I think I might need to do around here. I cannot terraform without a workbench nearby, for reals? That doesn't sound right. I did a ton of terraforming out of range of a workbench before. I must have had a different tool open. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Maybe it's to raise land. Okay, is it to raise land I can't? I can't raise the ground without a workbench nearby. Alright. Workbenches don't cost that much. I see you, stupid slime. I might need to make some more arrows before I get into this combat, because I have a feeling the combat's going to be a lot about me trying to not be too close to the damn thing as it tries to kill me. No raising the altitude. I don't know what a blight druid is either. Is that a D&D thing that I don't know enough about 5e yet? Oh, I never watched Superman Returns. I haven't intentionally avoided it. It just hasn't. I think it might be on HBO now that has the DC stuff. I might have actually access to it. I started watching Man of Steel and found I wasn't in the mood for it. All right, let's build another workbench. No, that's not a workbench. Here. Superman's Returns isn't. You're not selling me on this, Nick. Wow, there's a lot of leeches in these waters. Oh, go ahead, Skellies. Go ahead, come on. Don't be bashful. Come get me. Oops. I should probably have my shield out, though. And it does appear to be now getting dark out here. Is it actually dark? Yeah, I got a helmet that helps. I got a helmet with like a headlamp, magic headlamp thing, but it's not very bright. Okay. Yeah, it's dark. I should get the darkness. Where's my darkness helmet? And it is also nighttime. Brad, I appreciate that. That you hope the leeches cover all of my skin. Feel like a nice warm leech blanket. Oh yeah, food situation. I don't anticipate I will end up eating the rest of my food. But I don't want to just randomly find myself out. Yeah, I got 5 minutes into Man of Steel, and I was just like, I'm not feeling it. And not that I thought it was bad, but sometimes you start a movie and you're like, when I'm in the right mood, I'll be in the mood to watch this movie. But it seems like certain superhero, like the Marvel movies, I've found the Avengers universe, Marvel universe, is a lot more like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for an action movie, and if I put it on, I'll just become in the mood, right? It's like the type of to me they're the type of movies that they bring you on board and they hook you and they put you in the mood. But when I was watching Superman, I'm like, okay, here's sort of another dry, serious, origin story. And I wasn't in the mood for a dry, serious origin story. Alright. So I'm making kind of a solid landmass over here a little bit. This might be helpful. Man of Steel isn't bad per se, but it's like watching a Robin Hood movie where she isn't an outlaw stealing from the forest, or you call him Robin. Okay. Hey, hello. Well, why are you running away now, pal? You big tease. All right. I feel like you missed the point. Oh, okay. Alright, come and get me from behind this tree. You ranged things. I don't want to go in the water to fight you. There you go, skeletons. Oh, I need to make another... Son of a bitch! Stop it. Didn't have my weapon out. And I need more wood. Fine. All right. All right, come on. Maybe we can clear out all the leeches so I don't have to be quite as scared as falling into the water. Oh, I'm out of stone already. All right. Fine. I may even need to set up torches all around this area so that if it gets dark while I'm fighting. The last boss that I fought, the battle took a long time. Other random shit. I'm bringing a little bit extra wood too. Torches, bonfires. I feel like bonfires are something I might accidentally run into and die. I can build a bonfire. All right. I think I will build. Here we go. How about this? Can I get rid of this thing? This thing is... I don't think I can damage this. A big old piece of wood. I burned down the swamp. Oh, I'm out of range of a workbench again. Alright. I'm out of wood. Okay, fine. That went quickly. Son of a bitch. Yeah. And I'm out of stone again. Let me see if I can flatten at this point to take it the rest of the way. What the hell are you doing, Leech? You are not supposed to be crossing dry land. Well, it's not dry land, still. It's not submerged. My swamp house? So this is one sorry... This would be one sorry base if I was actually considering this. You know my mantra for houses. Bright, cheerful, safe, secure. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this much terraforming if it wasn't relating to building a home. But I never literally had to build... Like, I'm literally building a place to fight. A platform on which to conduct combat. It's still not looking like I'm going to have a whole lot of wiggle room either. This. Terraria? That Terraria was more like Minecraft, where you're digging out a place that will become a place where you will end up fighting. This is the creation of land where there was no land. In order to have a place to stand. So that when I start getting attacked, I'm not swimming. Dude, you guys are aggressive! I would like for there not to be a whole bunch of leeches. So that if I do end up stepping into the water... Leeches poison you if they hit you. Because I've been, like, calculated in how I've been attacking them. That has not happened. But if I'm just randomly running around trying to dodge this son of a bitch boss monster, and I'm stepping into deep water unexpectedly where there are leeches, that could very well end my combat, getting poisoned. Well, I will be using my anti-poison potion, though. Go ahead, you bastards. I see you. I don't need you guys either. Actually, I can fight. I guess leveling a flat area of land to stand would be simple, yeah. All right. Okay, so we're gonna... I don't even have the offering, but I have a feeling I know what it is. We're gonna drop it here, and we're gonna haul ass over here. 7. And it looks wet, but it's still technically wet. Okay. I just don't want it to look ambiguous where it's safe to step and not step. But I'm trying to minimize that. Wouldn't Minecraft be a better... Well, I guess Terraria has more, like, actual bosses and things like that. The only reason I wouldn't is because I would not make such a comparison is because you can't really... You can dig down a few feet or raise land a few feet. But, like, you cannot, for example, dig a tunnel. The game won't allow you to do it. You can't dig mines or do anything, whereas Terraria is sort of like you can dig anywhere and make any kind of shape thing in a 2D, you know, restriction. But all right, let's put the extra shit away. Bones. Ancient wood. I guess sort of the gameplay loop in Terraria would be more similar, because it is about gearing up to fight bosses and whatnot. I honestly, like, I just couldn't get into Terraria. Well, it's been out for what, 10 years now? So when I say I probably should give it another chance, it's conceivably just a game I may never give that chance to. Because I played it for a few hours when I first got it, when it was new. May have still been in early access. And it just was not clicking with me to the point that I just haven't picked it up again since. But that also means I'm not really aware of 99% of what actually is the content of Terraria. I'm hearing noise. Is that just the ocean hitting the shore? Okay, I might give it a minute just to let the sun come up a little bit, because those swamps are going to be very dark. Let's do some repairs. I think I heard the accelerated sound of the water hitting the coast. But I also hear noises like that in the middle of the night when monsters spawn and they're attacking stuff on my base. And then I'll wake up to find they're like destroying my dock or something. Which means if I'm sleeping and I hear something like that, I become immediately paranoid that something is terrible is happening while I am unconscious. It won't let you fall asleep if monsters are nearby, but sometimes it seems like it lets you stay asleep while they have their way. And they never seem to get too far along in what they're doing. Like, I never woke up and had a whole complete dock just gone, but I have had things destroyed. All right. I would really like to refresh my food because my max health is not high. And it seems like that's a function of my food wearing down. But it's also not been long enough that I can eat more. I may just have to live with this. There we go. Carrot stew. Oh, arrows. I was going to make some more arrows. Let's see. Let's get some of these. Get some of these. I'm just going to make sure I have an overabundance of arrows. Because I don't know what this guy I'm fighting is. Oh, wait, I was going to check for clues, too. On my... Let me see, does it say in my journal? Here, let's go to first home. I think the first home might have the clue. Wanderer, look to your feet that tread upon our tomb. 1,000 bones without their meat will drag you to your doom. Let's see, where does it tell you? Does it give you... Okay. So that doesn't help me at all figure out what the offering is, but I'm a... Shit. I should bring just a few things with me. You gotta put the right offering, or have the right offering to put on that altar to summon the damn thing. So it could be... Let's just bring a variety, shall we? I think one is sufficient. Could it be... What was the second? Could be a Draugr. I think it's going to be something from that biome. A Blob trophy. It could be a Leech trophy. I think those are all the things from that biome that may be offerings. I'll bring some Cheetos too. Maybe that'll be the secret. No one expects. No one would expect. It would turn out to be Cheetos all along. All right. Oh, there's a thing right behind it too. That's probably going to give me a clue as well. Cook their remains. Well, I'm thinking that's Draugr, because you use Draugr guts to make, sausage. Don't ask what's in the sausage. Alright, let's use my runny power. Nope, that didn't do it. Alright, so none of those things turned out to be what it was. Cook their remains. Is this thing itself any kind of hint? Nope, it's just a big old skull. Thank you for the complete lack of clarity. I really want it to be Draugr. I even used my special running ability. It's to die for. Okay, so what else do I cook that I haven't offered? Boars? Yes. I'd assumed it would have had to have been something from the... from this biome. But I think I just submitted trophies for everything in the biome. So what else do I cook? Boars? Don't cook trolls. Grey dwarfs. Boar is the only thing. Alright, let's see if it's boar. Wait, is there a neck? I don't have a neck. That's one of those little things where you cook their tails. I have some of my other houses. I don't know what that is, Allie, but it looks delicious. Nick, do you know what that is? The thing that Allie's got? I have a feeling it's something tasty. In that bowl, it looks like it's something worth eating. I bet it tastes like some amazing mashed potatoes. Nothing happens. Well, son of a bitch. Maybe it is a neck. Sugar meal. That sounds good. Maybe you should eat it and find out, Owly. I think that's the best way to... figure out if something is delicious or not. I've always found. And I got a good feeling about that. Alright. Well, son of a bitch. Where do we keep food? Trophies. There's a neck trophy. Any other trophies here that... Free door. Fruit? A certainly. Grab one of those. Okay, everything else here I've tried. Let's see if we've got any other surprises in... Nope. Okay. Wouldn't be... Wait a second. Wouldn't be Grey Dwarf. You don't cook their remain. Alright. Well, we're gonna see. Oh, Nick! It was amazing. Oh, that's unexpected. I'll have to see if I can procure some of that. I would encourage you to write that down, Nick. I have a feeling it may be important information later at a certain point. Oh, and my super runny ability is done. Have I wasted half the daylight too? Running back and forth? Alright, well, we're about to see. Neck. Nothing happened. And if this doesn't do it, nothing happens. Alright, I might be at the point of looking up something, because I feel like I've tried every conceivable offering that I could give that I'm aware of that would count as an offering. Unless it's some random item like an actual neck tail. I don't know. There's so many items in this game. And if they're going to be that vague about it, I don't feel remorseful about at this point after trying so many different things. Looking it up. Offering. Valheim. Offering for third boss. Great, he's one of the toughest bosses. Okay, but no. Dispose of bones. So we need to collect a total of 10 withered bones. Oh, those are offerings? Okay, I think I've got 10 withered bones. Alright. Definitely was not looking. And let's get down there. Oops. I should probably load those in there. Is it late enough in the day that I can sleep till morning? Thank you. That actually sounds delicious. Now I wish I had chocolate. I really want chocolate. I want chocolate really bad. It's a thing I want the worst in the world right now. I don't have any. All right. I got 10 minutes before my running stamina power will respawn, so I think I'm just going to have to do without it. Yeah, Brad, I don't crave cigarettes anymore. There was a time in which my answer may have been different, though. All right. All right, bone mass. Oh yeah, this is gonna take for flippin' ever. And what is he doing? All right, time to get the poison situation under control. Oh yeah, so far I've done like Zippo damage to him. Maybe I should have brought fire arrows. Yeah, I feel, what kind of fucking arrows am I? These are iron head arrows. Yeah, I have a feeling, maybe I should have brought fire. So I've already shot 20 arrows at him, and I've taken a total of 3% of his total health. Yeah, this is not doing jack shit. Is there any conceivable way I could get home right now? Oh yeah, and my carrot soup's running out. Alright, just have a quick snack. I was afraid it wasn't gonna let me go. I think I need to make fire arrows. All I know is what I'm hitting him with now is not doing anything. What do I need for fire arrows? Resin, feathers, and wood. Feathers. Resin. All right. Don't worry, Brad. I'm going back. I just want to see if there's something I can hit this guy with that will actually hurt him, because it is evident that my strategy thus far... Oh, that's brilliant. No, that's not doing... Ah. Oh, and his health is regenerated. Alright. I may actually need to run up on this guy. I don't know if that's going to matter either. If I run up and hit him with my sword. Nope, that's not that great either. My sword did do more damage than my arrows were. Oh, nope. Deep water, no good. Oh, where'd you at? Nope, that's no good. I don't want to run into his poison pool. Okay, yeah, that hurt. That really hurt. I suspected as much. And I'm running out of food. Eat the food. Just time for a quick bite. fucking goblin over there. Alright, that's not good either. But at least the goblin's fighting the blobs. Maybe I can get the goblin. Come on, goblin, fight the bone mass. That would be awesome. I bet one goblin could take down the bone mass. Look at that. Bone mass is still at like 99% health. So, essentially, it's not so much that this is hard as it is that it's going to take forever. Maces and hammers. Was it really? It's the weapons that I haven't been using at all? Alright. I'm willing to take that to the bank, Mike. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of backseat gaming, but when I'm fighting something and an entire forest worth of arrows and all the iron that I've mined collectively wouldn't be enough, make enough arrows to take it down. Let me see. Bronze mace, iron mace. Shield. Okay. Do I have 20 iron? Yes. Alright. Start putting some shit away. I got too much shit in my bag. There we go. I think the arrows I've determined. The fire arrows, not that helpful. Oh, a balsa wood mate. You think that would work even better, Maxie? Wait, what do I need again? Iron mace. 20 iron. So I need some leather. And some iron. Bear mace. And I'm gonna bring a little bit extra so I can upgrade it a little bit. Iron mace. Alright, I think that represents most of my iron supply. I have any skill in this anymore? I think I was using clubs before. I probably have absolutely no skill in the mace. I'm gonna test this theory. And is that a bad idea to attack a boss having donned a mace for the very first time? Mace window could very well be the solution to all of this, Maxie. Is there nothing out here for me to fight? I just want to get a solid hit in on something with a mace. The ears run away too much. I guess I could go back there and just start fighting and see what happens. But if my 0 skill, mace skill, is, makes this all a very bad idea, I may have painted myself into a corner. Determines the stamina it takes. But running out of stamina is not that great either. All right. Oh, why am I? Oh, and my poison resistance is gone. All right. Nope. Nope. Gotta move. Wow, this is really good against these guys. Thanks, Mike. Mike, you jumped out at exactly the right time. Like, that was a pretty good sense, too, because normally I don't like backseat gaming. But I'm at that point where I'm going to start looking up a guide, and that's about where I was. And, Mike, it's like you emerged from the shadows exactly the right time. Ow. Okay, this is a bad strategy. Running into the poison cloud. Okay, that not doing a ton of damage. But you know what? It's a ton more damage than I was doing before. Eat the food. I love having to have a meal in the middle of combat. What I probably need to do is make some healing potions too. Health potions and stamina potions. I don't want to run too far over here because this is where the goblins are. Fucking there's a goblin. Dude, fight the... Alright. Is bone mass healing? Dude, bone mass is gonna fuck up my ship. Don't even think about it, bone mass. Took me 10 fucking days to get over here. Alright, yeah, there goes half my health. I see it. Alright, there's the poison cloud vomit. That's great. Well, ideally, I'd like to be able to take that boat back home. It's very useful for carrying things around en masse in a crafting game. Especially all the iron I found. Run. Ow. It'd be really nice if my health would regenerate a little bit. That's 100 nails. I'll be glad I invested in those 100 nails. That ship is really holding up. Alright, let's... Time for some more food. My max health is... Fuck you. Fuck you. If I could just catch my flippin' breath a little bit. Son of a bitch. Where'd that one come from? Yeah, my health does not appear to be regenerating. Okay, there goes. still at about 15% health. Just gonna hang out at 15% health. Yeah, I'm starting to think that my inability to regenerate health is going to be a problem. Solo is doable. Yeah. It's a problem that my health regen is like, but I think it stops whenever you're actively in combat. Or when you take damage, it takes a while for it to start again. Back to Port Dumb Viking. No, this is what we'll do instead. We'll stand far away from him and stay in one spot for 2 to 3 minutes while our health slowly regenerates. That will alleviate the need to return to my base to see if I can come up with some healing potions. It's a much more effective strategy. Think I am? I was thinking the standing around to heal was looking pretty good. Oh, did he, yeah, he wrecked my portal. Alright, what's taking up? Alright, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. The 2 red stones are gone. Okay, I have some in the boat. Gonna have to draw him away from there. I did pack some extra ingredients in the boat to make a new portal. Son of a bitch. That would probably actually hurt him. Where is it? Son of a bitch. Fuck. Doing shit. Yeah, there we go. Impromptu inventory management in the boat. Trying to get enough ingredients to make a portal. No portal is there, which means in order to continue that fight, I'm going to have to take another ship and sail all the way out there. Fuck. God damn it. So essentially, you take, when I started the stream 3.5 hours ago, you take where I was then, you subtract a lot of progress. And then you end up where I am now. Did you finally get your payoff, Maxie? I mean, luckily, I think I'll end up taking one of my little trash boats over there. But that's not going to happen tonight. It's already 10:30, so it's pretty for my work job. That's pretty late for me to be up. Have you never been more proud? Well, Brad, I think at the very least we can say I didn't just sit in a boat and avoid combat for the entire stream. My objective was to engage in that combat. I think I came away with a few lessons. And now all my stuff is still out there. So I'm gonna have to find a way. I need to get out there and draw enemies away from my tombstone so I can get my stuff. But on the way over there, I'm gonna have to be wearing some other stuff. He'll regenerate his health, though, won't he, though, Mike? Last time I ran through the portal to get away from him, when I came back through, his health was regenerated. So, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna need to do some more preparations and then try again. Ah, what a thing, though. All right, so that's it for the game for tonight. But yeah, that turned out to be even harder than I thought it was going to be. But I'm hopeful that with the right tools, I'll be able to take him down. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. Another G-Law 3.0. No crunchy zooms on nuts in my mouth. No, not with G-Law 3.0. We're all about class here at the Gaming Lawyer channel these days. I can't leave you hanging. You gotta stream tomorrow. I know, just another hit or two, Brad. I was so close. Totally, just right there. All right. Well, and now I'm also realizing I'm a little bit hungry too, which creates an extra layer of urgency for me to end the stream sooner rather than hang out. Because if I need to put something together to eat, not too much so I don't get too full, eat, and then let it settle enough so I'll be able to go to sleep without it. Wow. Oh, the logistics of my life are so complicated. But everyone, thanks for being here. That's right, G-Law 3.0 is all about the boats. Long boats, longer boats, slow boats, slower boats, long journeys in long boats. Yes, long, hard boats. All right. All right, guys. Here, we're just gonna say thank you all for being here. I hope you're not sick of watching me play Valheim, which has become a little bit of my my obsession the last few weeks, and I might be getting towards the end of it. I don't know, but so far, every time I think I'm gonna play something else, I don't. frosted, but I don't have frosted flakes. You know what, Maxie? That actually sounds pretty good. And if I had frosted flakes, I might go for it. We don't have a lot of food in our house that is easy to just throw together and eat. It's all stuff that's gonna, like, the simplest thing I can think of is maybe some sort of a baked potato. I don't know. I never think of the convenient foods unless it's like total junk food when we're trying to figure out what our grocery order should be. But all right, guys, it's gonna be. I'm gonna dim the lights. You know the drill. Time for a quick 9 innings of baseball and then a lullaby, right, Brad? All right, okay, here we go. Dimming the lights. Remember, time to relax. No, you're all very excited. You're very excited by Valheim. Very excited me fighting the blob monster. It's time to bring it down if you're not. Time to get in real close like this. Because it's time to relax. You know that? It's my nuts. No nuts. No time for nuts. All right. Take a deep breath. Go to sleep. And good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Justin, IJ, Maxie, Nexie, Brad Pritchard, Mike Ladd. Go to sleep, Raxiel. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Madros. And James Baker. And Alali. Good night.